KW Precision Engineering was located at 2717 Lorong Perusahaan 6B, Kawasan Perusahaan Perai 13600 Perai, Penang, Malaysia. KW Precision Engineering was established in the year 2004. Their vast experience and technologies allow them to provide high-quality precision machining, sheet metal fabrication, welding, and part assembly services to various industries, including electronic and electrical industries, communication industries, oil and gas industries, as well as data storage industries. In the year 2020, they expand their business to automotive, orthopedic implant, instrument, tray, and cases. There is 3 main business units under KW Precision Engineering Sdn Bhd. First, Precision Metal Manufacturing that has started since 2004, mainly focused on automotive, oil and gas, E&E industries, and communication industries. Second is Orthopedic Contract Manufacturing, started since 2019, mainly focused on implant, instruments, tray, and caddy for trauma and joint system. Third and lastly is Sheet Metal Manufacturing that has started since 2019, mainly focused on water tank, heat exchanger, and other sheet metal products in variable industry sector.
My name is Noemi Asra binti Muhammad Isa. My metric number is 276904. Based on data that have been collected by our group from KW Precision Engineering Sdn Bhd, less teamwork between the team members is the main issue during the pandemic COVID-19. The working style required to change from old work style to the new work style. Many sectors have affected during the pandemic COVID-19. Some business booming, but some of the business shutting down. There were also some businesses that are making a drastic adjustment of their business in order to still stay in the business until they pass the pandemic level. Nowadays, business need implement a new way to operate the business and have to comply with standard operations procedure (SOP). Businesses have to follow and change their work style so that their less teamwork between team members will decrease even they receive a huge amount of order. This is because not all of their staff can work at the same time. They have to take turns to finish their job or order. KW Precision Engineering Sdn Bhd have to make sure that their teams have a good teamwork to avoid any unwanted things happening. Their online service have improved compared to face-to-face way. Their product demand also worse than before. Good cooperation between workers lead to make their job and working style more efficient and more smoother than before. KW Precision Engineering Sdn Bhd have make up a new rules and schedule to handle the main issue and COVID-19 related inconsistency. This is also to keep up with a competitor from the same industry to attract more customers.
First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Noifa binti Abu Hassan, metric number 278621. I will presenting 4 factors of the less communication in KW Precision Engineering Sdn Bhd. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of changes has happened, especially in the way traditional to modern business organizations are managed. This is because there are some misunderstanding or miscommunication that lead the organizations not being organized well. In addition, uncontrolled movement, which is MCO, makes it very difficult for us to get the supplier. There are miscommunications that lead the supplier cannot send some order to the company. We had to find suppliers with the nearest one, which is in Kelantan, to complete the customer order. Next, the government has released SOP rules for all these businesses. So, we go to number 2, which is not provide a proper training. When top management does not provide a proper training to the new employee does not have a skill of communications. This makes the situations in the workplace more difficult. Even when provide training, need a high cost, but it will make work more easy. The costs involve labor, mission power, capital and others. For example, the top management should set a plan or course that to provide a proper training. Next, number 3, shortage manpower. In a training, the superior also do not give a good cooperation to provide a perfect industrial training to the new employee. New employees do not have a skill and knowledge comparable to the senior workers. This will cause them to take a longer time to obtain the knowledge and skill, which is communication skill. Secondly, employees are forced to do a lot of work, more than one job at a time. The last factor is less communications. As we know that communication is a key in every single things that we do. The factor of less communications in KW purchases is stress in the workplace. This is because they have a lot of work and uncomfortable working environment being a negative impact to the employee. Due to this COVID, there are various changes in the terms of management and way of working. Besides, the superior also always looking wrong for the one subordinate. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, this is me. My name is Anna Khulidin Abdiyasir, and my matric number is 278180. And this is my part about the consequence. And for the production system made by the factory become increasingly declining. First is about the good produce become fewer due to the small number of employees. It is because the employees is low, have a low skill and have a few in that factory. If that factory cannot afford to get more employees, it will affect the production of product. And second is about the quality of the goods produced by the factory is poor. It is because if the factory cannot afford to get more workers, the skilled workers, it will affect the production. And the quality of that product, it will low or and not good, and that product is not good quality. And third is about there will be a misunderstanding between employees and employers. If that factory has the employers that cannot understand about the feeling that their workers, it will affect the system of production, and that factory cannot afford to get more good communication. And third, then lastly is about the investor less confident to do investment activities. As we can see, if the investor cannot believe the factory and they see that factory cannot afford to get the skilled worker and the good production and good product, it will affect their financial. And why it will affect the financial is because investor is a good thing if that factory can get an investor, because it will help that factory to get more more production and more product to produce. That's all for me. Thank you.
I'm Anjing Ting, metric number 278170. Next part, I'll continue the suggestion or recommendation for overcome the main issue, which is less teamwork between the team members in KW Precision Engineering. For the first point is the role of the leader. The leader should play their role effectively because he is the core of the team and should outline the blueprint of the team and deploy the entire team of members. When this kind of problem been identified, the leader should find the root cause. If he or she finds that there was the cause of the problem in the team, they should develop more skills such as communication skills or management skills. Besides, the leader should act as a team mediator and communicate properly with the team members. Next, the leader should determine the most suitable and specific form because a single communication platform can reduce the problem of transferring response and also prevent essential documents from being lost in conversation. The next is the training or events because there are always introverts and extroverts in the team. By participating in activities and training programs together, the employees will get to know each other and develop a sense of trust. The last one is setting a coherent team goal. A consistent team goal is the navigator of team spirit building. By having a coherent team goal, the team member will know what they should do and allows them to be of one mind and work together to reach the goal. When the team and individual goals are linked, they will be drawn together and help to establish cohesion. Teamwork is very important to boosting effective company and company overall effectiveness. So that's all of my presentation. Thank you.